The next segment tonight seems everyone in Washington is investigating whether or not President Obama was involved in wiretapping, as President Trump asserted. However, the White House said today that Mr. Trump was speaking in general terms about the tap, not accusing Barack Obama of actually installing it or ordering it. One former congressman has first-hand experience with this issue. 2011, Dennis Kucinich was talking to Muammar Qadaffi's son when the congressman was captured on a wiretap. Dennis Kucinich joins us now from Washington. First of all, why were you talking to Qadaffi's son?
Bill, I had a resolution in the House to try to stop the war and stop a takeover by Libya by radical Islamic fundamentalists. He called me to talk to me about it. I had cleared the discussion with House attorneys.
All right, so you're on the phone with Qadaffi, and you don't know you're being tapped, but did you think, well, look, Muammar Qadaffi's son, probably the NSA's got a wire on him wherever he goes. Did that go through your mind?
Well, of course, except for one thing. Congress is not supposed to be listened to by the executive branch. It's called separation of powers. And the protocol is as soon as they know that a member of Congress is on the line, they're supposed to discontinue it. But what I found out, Bill,
so any tap in Congress, the Senate or the House, is illegal?
By nature of a tap, yes, unless they're working on a criminal case. That's not what this was. And what I have here, Bill, Intel was tracking my resolution. Here's a couple of redacted pages that I was able to get. I've had nothing about the wiretap itself, but they were tracking this resolution. So you've got to ask, what was their appropriate role in redacting a resolution they were tracking?
Okay, who's they? I mean, was the NSA doing this?
This is the DNI. I got this from
the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The Director of National Intelligence.
The Director of National Intelligence under President Obama.
Right.
Okay, he's the president. All right, so President Obama had to know about it. All right, and so they're listening to you talk to Qadaffi because they want to know what Qadaffi is saying, because not the United States, but a coalition is going to go in soon and kill his father and remove them from power. That's what they wanted to know, right?
Well, you would assume that's what they want to know, but on the other hand, why were they listening into my end of the conversation? And a tape was made and played for me by two investigative reporters of the Washington Times 2 years after I left Congress.
So you didn't know for 2 years that this happened?
No, I heard the audio tape, Bill, and then I said, whoa, wait a minute.
So 2 years after this happened, after you were out of Congress, two reporters played you this tape. All right, there's the whole thing, right? You're not cut out of it, and they're supposed to do that. You heard the whole thing.
I heard the whole thing, and it happened actually 2 years after I left Congress is when I had sat down with the reporters and they played this for me. And, you know, look, Benghazi, you know, you talk about Benghazi and Libya, it was such a disaster. The Al-Qaeda flag was flying over the capital in a war that I tried to stop. And why were they listening into my conversation? Because they wanted to find a way to strategize to defeat the resolution that I had that would have
but who's they?
The administration.
All right, so the Obama administration wanted to derail your efforts to keep the USA from participating in the demise of Qadaffi. All right, that's your take on it. So you want more information because you got yeah, okay, but a lot of it's redacted. You'd like to see the whole thing, right?
Absolutely.
So you got to go to Judicial Watch. They're the ones that can probably get you that. So then when you heard about Trump saying that President Obama tapped the Trump Tower, what went through your mind?
Well, I heard a lot of people laughing about it, and I said, wait a minute. I had something happen to me. I've never talked about it before. But I thought this is the time to explain to people that if a member of Congress can have his phone tapped on a policy matter, hey, this could happen to anybody.
Yeah, so certainly Flynn was tapped with the Russian ambassador, and we're pretty convinced that it was in the Trump Tower. All right, Dennis, well, we're glad you're not in prison, and we're glad the Qaddaffis didn't get you.
You too, Bill.
And keep us posted if you get any more info. It's a fascinating story.
I will.
Okay.